Alright, everybody, sorry I'm a couple minutes late. Anyway, we are live. Today we'll be doing Pokemon Pearl with Garchomp. Yeah, this thing is going to be an absolute powerhouse. I'm sure none of you needed to hear that. But, I do want to have us look at the leaderboard really quick. Wrong monitor. Alright, so, this is our current Pokemon Pearl leaderboard as it stands. There are 14 runs on here so far, and our highest ranked is Feraligatr with a time of 139, and Gengar was very close behind. Even though, funnily enough, Gengar didn't have access to, like, Calm Mind or Swords Dance. It was just that good. Feraligatr did have to get Swords Dance, but once it got, like, Ice Fang and eventually Waterfall, oh, it was awesome. I do think this can beat it, but there's one problem that Garchomp's going to have to face is the slow level up group. Look at the top 6, 7. Look at the top 7. These are all in the medium slow leveling group. They pretty much did not need candies at all. I mean, Garchomp is really powerful, but the slow level up group might hold it back. I have the 2 slots here already. Dragonite is going to be coming out on Friday. I'm going to be doing the run offline in my Discord after the stream ends. And then the video will come out Friday. But I did want to show off something else. I want to show off my Platinum and Heart Gold leaderboards, because these leaderboards... I could have swore I did Garchomp in Platinum. Huh. Must not have. I know for a fact I've done Garchomp in Heart Gold, and in Heart Gold it's actually outranked Feraligatr. Kind of funny I did Feraligatr in both games, which is kind of hilarious. But I do think overall this will be better, I think. There we go, now that's all lined up. I feel like Garchomp may do pretty well. Just watch out for Candace and Crasher Wake. True. Yeah, I do think it's going to be pretty close, though. Like, in Heart Gold, they were pretty close to each other. Anyway, let's get started with the run, shall we? Alright, so I should go over our ability, nature, stuff like that. Our only ability is Sand Veil, which, if there's a Sandstorm up, we get a slight boost in evasion. It's not like an evasion modifier. It's not really sure how it works. Like, what I mean is, you can technically combine 6 double teams with Sand Veil. It's just a little evasion boost, but I am not really wanting to teach this thing Sandstorm. And we don't have a Tyranitar in the back we can just switch into, so we're just going to have to deal with this. And Jolly Nature is for extra speed minus special attack. Since we're really going to be trying to cut back on candies because this thing is just that good, we're going to need a little extra speed. We do have 102 speed, but the problem with Diamond and Pearl is that the Pokemon in the Elite Four are very, very fast. In fact, the fastest Pokemon in the league is Cynthia's Garchomp at 176. Flint's Infernape, I believe, is 170 speed. So, they're very fast, so we gotta make sure we can outspeed them. And our hidden power typing is Hidden Power Dragon. That's kind of a meme hidden power. Like, in Gen 2, if you're shiny, you could only really have Hidden Power Dragon. I think there are some situations where it could be Grass, but just Hidden Power Dragon. But, it's actually going to be useful. Our special attack isn't the best, but our early game moves are not good. Look at this. Tackle, Sand Attack, Dragon Rage, and Sandstorm. But yeah, that Dragon Rage is going to fall off pretty quick. So, Hidden Power Dragon will be great stab coverage early on. Sand Veil is pretty meh. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, it's just not going to be that useful. And that's about everything. Yeah, and it says here in these notes that Axe you made, I put them in the description if you guys want to look at the notes. I started using Paste Link instead of Paste Bin because my Paste Bin got randomly banned. But I'm probably not going to put up the old notes just because that would take a lot of effort. And besides, these are kind of just rough sketch notes anyway. It's not like these are like official, like, speedrun documents or some that, like, need to be protected. They're just rough notes. So it's not the biggest deal if those old ones are gone, but sentimental-wise, I'm a little upset that the P-word race, Parasect race, and the Smeargle race notes I had on there are gone. But, oh well. You guys wonder, why not HP Ground? HP Ground is not good in the early game. Exactly. Because of all the Starlies and the Zubats. Yeah, Hidden Power Dragon with Stab, and it's effectively neutral to everything. We're not going to encounter something that resists Dragon until Ruin Maniac Calvin. He's the Ruin Maniac north of Salacian Town. He's a mandatory trainer. He has a Shieldon and a Bronzor. That guy is annoying to face. Bug types. Yeah. Ground offensively early on is not that great. But yeah, according to these notes, with a speed nature cutting out Carbo Spy, level 60 needs 100 speed EVs to have more than 174. So as long as we get to the Elite Four at like level 60 at the start, we should be good. I'll just get the rare candies that are like on the way. I felt like the background music was a little too quiet. Okay. I'm also working behind the scenes on getting my my gameplay and stuff updated. I've actually started to switch to Scott's non-encrypted ROMs, which, to sum it up, you know how like when I played Gen 4 on this overlay, sometimes you see like stuff just flicker in and out, just becomes like random numbers? It's because the games have encryption and dynamic memory allocation. It's like stuff in the game is constantly moving. It was a way to try and prevent GameShark from working, but they found ways around it. Scott made a patch that completely removes all the encryption, so it actually makes not only the overlay smoother, it makes it a lot easier to edit the game directly, which means I can actually set my starter and stats within Pokebyte. I won't have to use PK Hex. I've only gotten this change to work with Platinum, Heart Gold, and Emerald so far. I asked Scott to make a non-encryption patch for Diamond and Pearl. I'm just gonna wait on him for that, but in the meantime, this is the old encryption ROM. Ground early game is Aspie. Caspi recently did a soft locking with a Pokemon that only had Earthquake and Explosion. It was near impossible. Yeah, I saw that. Actually, one of my favorite soft lock pickings was the one in Crystal version where you were stuck in the route with Victory Road and the Pokemon League on it with just a single Caterpie, and the only way to get out, is you have to have picked up one of the fishing rods at some point, and the main key to get out is you have to get a berry tree. There's a berry tree that regrows every day. You got to collect enough to buy an Ultra Ball, and it would take roughly 240 berries to sell them for enough money for an Ultra Ball. And yeah, it would take you 240 days to get unstuck. Can't you pick up Dragonclaw on Victory Road? I don't think Dragonclaw is in Victory Road. Is it? Hold on, let me check. Oh no, it's in Mount Coronet. Trying to remember where that is in Mount Coronet. I think that's an out-of-the-way spot. It's not really going to be necessary because, let me check. I'm pretty sure we get Dragonclaw by level up. Yeah, we do, level 33. So yeah, there's no reason for it. Okay, let's get started for real now. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And also, once I fully upgrade all my Gen 3 and 4 games to the non-encryption version of the games that Scott made, since I'll be able to put the starter into my game directly without PK Hex or the Universal Pokemon Randomizer, I can actually start the runs from New Game. Kind of like how I do it with Gen 1 and Gen 2. I never liked how I had to make the save file, then save the game in order for it to actually play the game. I never really liked that, but once I get it working, I'll start the time from new game from now on, although it does mean all my old times will need an adjustment. I don't have to replay them, obviously, but for like Fire Red, for example, I'll just have to time how long it takes to go from the house to the lab to get your starter, and just add that to the time. But for Pearl and Platinum, that's going to have a bit of variety to it, because in Pearl, you got to defeat a Starly, and in Platinum, you got to defeat the rival. And depending on the Pokemon, that could take either longer or shorter. One thing I was thinking of doing was replaying each Pokemon, but only for the first 2 minutes. And basically go from New Game all the way to the point where I would normally save the game. And then whatever time I get, I add that. Either that, or what I was thinking is, I'll just look at the Pokemon's moveset and be like, okay, how long would this thing take to knock out the rival? Maybe, like, I'll do the best Pokemon and then the worst, and, like, combine the two? I am impressed that did not kill. Well, the Distortion World is just a part of Platinum. Like, I'm not gonna mod that out. I know the Universal Randomizer has an option to let you do that, but I don't like doing that. It's a part of the game. Besides, it's not really that hard. I know Elite Four Alex has it modded out. Would Dragon Pulse be worth getting? Not with Garchomp. With Dragonite, probably yes. Because Dragonite has really good special attack. I actually looked at these two stats. Dragonite actually has higher attack than Garchomp. Garchomp has 130, Dragonite has 134. But Dragonite has 100 special attack. This Garchomp... I think Garchomp only has, like, 80-something special attack. But it does make up for it in speed, though. Do you guys think, once I get Hidden Power Dragon, should I just delete Dragon Rage or just delete Tackle? Because I know Dragon Rage is going to fall off pretty quick. Keep Dragon Rage? I'd say so, yeah. I was just questioning things out loud. Delete Tackle. If I've ran Garchomp quite a lot in Gen 4, I know for a fact this thing learns Takedown by level up. I'll just teach that. Well, plus as well, in the, I don't remember what the place is called, but it's that little cave to the north of Jubilife City that connects to Floroma Town. Oh, he already gave it to me. There's a TM for Rock Tomb in there. I can get that, too. I mean, Rock Tomb is not a good move in this game, but it'll at least give me an answer for Zubat. And just extra coverage in general. Yeah, Garchomp does not need Sandstorm, yeah. I mean, we have Sand Veil, which is true, but it's really not going to be useful. Besides, like, the extra text from, like, the Sandstorm weather effect happening would just take too much time. And we're not going to need Quick Claw, so I'm going to skip that. Oh, interesting. You skipped Rock Tomb? It makes sense. Rock Tomb's not really good in this game. Rock Tomb only really became good in Gen 6. Also, in Pearl version, Psyduck do not spawn on the top floor, so I'll catch a Geodude if I see one. Damn it. Oh, forgot to teach Hidden Power. Let me go do that real quick. Well, I do need to heal anyway to get my Dragon Rages back. Okay, teach Hidden Power in the place of Sandstorm. May as well teach Rock Smash while I'm here. Alright, drag Hidden Power in slot 1. Alright, there's Geodude. Alright, it was actually a good thing I kept Tackle. I mean, it is doing very little damage, so it's probably not worth using. First try, let's go. I mean, I don't think Hidden Power Dragon would have one-shot it, because it was level 9. But, oh well. Let me try it. No, it wouldn't have. Why Geodude? For Strength and Rock Climb. Well, the Psyduck learns Strength too, but the Psyduck is mainly for Waterfall. And Surf. A stab Hidden Power is interesting, especially considering people use HP for type coverage. Yeah, but this thing just gets so much type coverage. Like, this thing can afford just early stab. And besides, Hidden Power Dragon will really speed up the early game for sure. Alright. This is probably not necessary, but I am going to fight these early trainers. We are in the slow level up group, so I think it's a good idea. Like, I'm sure for Alligator, well, for Alligator wouldn't have skipped these. Like, if you're using a water type, there is no reason to skip these trainers. Like, that's just dumb. Bidoof cannot learn Rock Climb, B-Barrel can. I used to catch B-Barrel for my strength and Rock Climb user, but the problem is it's a 10% encounter rate. So, Geodude just ends up being better for that. Alright, I'm gonna use Hidden Power here. Okay, I probably should have followed it off with Dragon Rage, but that thing has over 40 HP. Genpoo move pools are a joke. Agreed. Alright, gonna go get that Dusk Ball for the Psyduck. It does take time, but I think it is worth it. Because at full health, it gives the Psyduck a 99.4% catch rate. Probably should have gotten an escape rope. Oh well. Oops. Right, now I just gotta look for it. But yeah, Bidoof is for Rock Smash and Cut. Starly is for Fly and Defog. Geodude is for Strength and Rock Climb, and Psyduck is for Surf and Waterfall. Oh my god, this is unlucky. The Psyduck is a 30% encounter rate. Should have encountered one by now. Also, if I don't find Starly, Zubat is a good backup. I mean, there's never a scenario where I don't find Geodude. It's just too common. Finally. Perfect repel timing. Alright, so next we gotta think about Gardenia. Let me look in the notes right here. Gardenia. Grab Bullet Seed and pluck TMs. Grab a Draco Plate. As for Gardenia, have Cherry Berry. Even with something like HP Ice, Hidden Power is a 2-shot on everything but Roserade. If Roserade lands Stun Spore, use the Cherry Berry. Grab the Route 207 Cherry Berry. Okay, so I guess what Axie's trying to suggest is, if the Cherry Berry gets used up, get the backup one. That person's a spinner. I probably should have waited. You know, I probably could have at least grabbed Rock Tomb to sell, but oh well. Oh my god, lady. Dang, I was so close. Well, I don't need the Route 207 one. There's a Cherry Berry right here, too. Also, since the reason I don't buy potions in the Orberg Mart, I just buy repels instead. There are a lot of free potions you can pick up. Also, I'm going to tell this to Scott, but if you look to the right of Dawn right there, when I leave this battle, if you look to the right of Dawn on the yellow flowers, in Diamond and Pearl, the yellow flower animated texture is glitched. You see, like, how when, like, the flower turns down, like, some of the pixels, like, go to the bottom of the sprite, bottom of the tile? I'm sure as soon as I tell it to Scott, he'd be like, "Aw, dude, now I can't unsee that." It's only those three, though. Like, only these three. These ones up here are fine. It's just these ones. Yeah, those three flower textures are glitched. It was fixed in Platinum, though. Darn it. Actually, I think I should have been looking straight right, because since I was looking straight up, the amount of extra time it took, like, turn the character then move, takes time. Also, I probably should go heal at the center, I just realized that. I'm sure any second Axie's gonna say, "Hey dude, you're low on PP. You should consider getting En's PP up." Hey Mario. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and equip a Pecha here, just in case I get toxic. Save. And, we're not gonna outspeed the Perugly. I think the Perugly has, like, 42 speed. The thing is frickin' fast. Like, nothing's gonna outspeed that thing. Oh, I did not need that Pecha Berry, I guess. Okay, thankfully, since this is Diamond and Pearl Bruno AI, there's no guarantee she turn 1 fake outs, which is great. Oh my god. Seriously? That was a turn frame encounter. Well, at least my Pokemon are healed. Honestly, I wonder if that's faster than using a potion on 4 times speed. Alright, get rid of that stupid Pachirisu. Alright, here's Takedown. I'm gonna get rid of Tackle for it. I'm just going to hold on to Sand Attack. You never know. Hello, Amelia. Hey, how's it going? It's going pretty good. Thanks for asking. Hope you enjoy the stream. Alright, gonna get my Paralyze heal. That's my first Paralyze heal. I still don't know if it's faster to fight these people one at a time or both at once. Like, I get if it's like a double battle with like 2-on-1, it's faster to fight them one at a time, but I have Cheryl with me, so I'm not sure. Oh, in Platinum, that's a potion. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get another Cherry Berry here. How long have I been streaming on YouTube overall? Like streaming specifically or like content making? Content making, I'd say over 7 years, but streaming-wise, probably 3. That's been a while. I used to do very sporadic Twitch streaming, but to no avail. Okay, gotta get the Draco plate. I'm gonna equip this. This'll boost the power of Hidden Power Dragon by 20%. I better make sure I conserve my Dragon Rages, though, because I don't have access to an Ether. Well, that's what you get for self-advertising here. I don't want to see your work. Get out. I actually knew in my head that was going to happen. Like, normally, whenever a first-time chatter shows up and tries to, like, be all, like, flirty is not really the right word, but more like, saying the things like, hey, how are you doing? Great. You been streaming a long time? Hey, I do work. Want to see my work? That person was being really, really nice, even though I've never seen him chat before, so I was aware. I was cautious, because I've seen this before. Seriously, if you come to my streams as a first-time chatter, just to promote, like, your art or something, I'm blocking you. Okay, I'm gonna equip a Cherry Berry here as well. Alright, I'm gonna take down into Dragon Rage. I was worried Dragon Rage would put it in a heal range. Grass Knot. Okay, that actually kind of hurt. Alright, at least this will be a 2-shot with Dragon Rage. Poison Sting. Sand Tomb. Gross. Alright, I better go heal up as well. Alright, so what do I do in the Maylene split? Jupiter is not a threat at all. HP Dragon the Zubat. Dragon Rage the Skunk Tank. Okay. At Amity Square, grab Secret Power, Attract, an Amulet coin. Equip the coin right away. We want to grab a lot of cash for Swords Dance before heading to Pastoria. When you arrive at Veilstone, get some high money items, get the Dig TM, And before Maylene, get 80,000 for Swords Dance. Yeah, it's pretty much going to be a Swords Dance grind, so it is going to sort of put Garchomp on a halt. Not really a halt. That's not really the right word. Because if you equip the coin right away and just go slightly out of your way to get a bunch of high money stuff, then it doesn't cost too much time, but it's obviously faster not to get it, but we all know this Pokemon's getting Swords Dance. I mean, I get, like, people, like, who do, like, thumbnail art and stuff need a way to promote themselves, but there are ways of doing that. You don't do it in other people's streams. Like, it's considered rude. It'd be like if you went to, like, someone's birthday party and you just talked about yourself instead of the birthday boy, for example. Something like that. It's just rude. Okay. Oh, smokescreen. That's not good. Okay, she never attacked once. She had Night Slash. She hit me with Screech and 2 smokescreens. She never once went for Night Slash, which is pretty funny. I better just heal again. Get my PP back. You know, this run's going pretty good so far. Dude, I had a feeling I was forgetting something. Alright, I'm gonna need some more repels, some antidotes, paralyze heals, 5 potions, and 4 escape ropes. Unfortunately, like, if this was Platinum version, I could go into the Wayward Cave and get access to Earthquake right away. But in Diamond and Pearl, the part of Wayward Cave where Earthquake is blocked off with Strength Boulders. So I have to wait until after I beat the 6th gym for that, so we're gonna have to rely on Dig for a while. Honestly, I feel like it's good balance that they locked off Earthquake. I have no idea why in Platinum they got rid of those boulders to let you get it earlier. It just felt kind of broken, you know? There it is. Oops. You know, we could get Brick Brick if we wanted to, but there's no reason for it. Okay, seriously? Alright, repel, Draco Plate. Darn. At least once we get level 33, we'll have access to a much greater dragon move. Was that guy looking straight up? I could have swore that hiker was looking straight up into the wall. Was my mind playing tricks on me? I do not miss the fact that in Diamond and Pearl, if you go into those gates on your bike, you get booted off your bike. So awful. Okay, amulet coin, or no, that's a tract. Oh, the amulet coin is Alright, and secret power is... There it is. Right over here. Dude, I forget, for some reason you can't access your bag here. You know, it's very rare in a Gen 4 run we actually use secret power. I'm curious. I'm gonna try skipping the contest hall. Oh darn. I was wondering, like, if you truly had to go in there to, like, activate this cutscene, but I guess you have to. Alright, the rival fights in Diamond and Pearl are pretty bad. Because for some reason, the rival really does not like evolving his Pokemon. I've heard some theories that the reason he's not evolving them is so, like, he can get access to better moves earlier on. But honestly, the whole thing of, like, not evolving to get a better move quicker, that's, like, a very niche thing. In my opinion. Okay, I think in my next bag menu, whenever I use a repel, I'm gonna move secret power to slot 1. Oh, I forgot to deposit. Oops. Oh well, I could use money. Yeah, you're supposed to deposit your HM users to skip this fight. Oops. I mean, this fight is kinda risky with heavy Pokemon because of that Bonsai having low kick. I once had a reset in my Dialga playthrough on these people. I'm not even kidding. Nope, I already have a repel active. Alright, gotta go get, I'm gonna go get the return TM and strength. I don't think I need return, but I have to come in here for strength. Yeah, this place is mandatory in Diamond and Pearl. And another thing that sucks is that escape ropes don't work in here, which is dumb. I can't cause any property damage. You almost got a reset from the Mimic Dragon Rage. Oh, the Bonsai? Or did the Bonsai mimic Dragon Rage? That was hilarious. I didn't use return. Well, it was on the way. May as well get it. But I guess I'll just sell it. Nice, I avoided the Pokemon fan. Let's see if I can avoid Roughneck Kirby. Yeah, this guy is named Roughneck Kirby, and he has a Cleffa. Come on, look away, you idiot. Mime Jr. did. Okay, they both have Mimic, okay? In Platinum version, this is where the Defog HM is. But in Diamond and Pearl, there is a rare candy in here. But there's also high money items, too. I know there's evolution stones in here. I got them one time, but I can't remember where they are, so I'm just going to ignore them. Oh, yeah. No, there's no repel. And if you guys are wondering if I should buy Moo Moo Milk, in Diamond and Pearl, you can only buy one Moo Moo Milk at a time. They did not add the ability to buy a dozen until Platinum. And I'm confused. Oh yeah, last night me and a few friends did some Tinglu raids. We kept losing because one of the people just did not have a good Pokemon. Were you using the NPCs or something? 'Cause I remember one time with an NPC, some guy's Arcanine kept using Bite on something with Justified. Oops. Hey guys, Giovanni was here. Okay. There's the zinc. There's still an item here. No, that's probably platinum only. Gotta save before these guys, though. Mono, we had no NPC. It was me, my brother, and two of my friends. One of my friends didn't have any good Pokemon. That was the main issue. Oh. That's a shame. You know what, though? I will say, if we were doing this in Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, this Gyarados would have Ice Fang. Dennis would be walling Garchomp so hard right now if it did. And Secret Power is such a mediocre move. But then again, you might be wondering why not just teach Return. Return needs 170 Friendship to be equivalent to Secret Power. And besides, we're not going to have Secret Power much longer anyway. I don't think there's hidden items up there. Dude, where are those hidden items? I know there's star pieces in here. Oh, really? I guess there aren't in this game. That's dumb. Nope, not in this one. This one. Alright, I'm gonna have to fight a lot of the trainers down here. Not only for training, but mainly for money. There is P.I. Carlos down here, although I do need to be careful. What level are his Goldeen again? Hey, actually, do you remember what level Carlos's Goldeen are in this game? If this was Platinum, I know for a fact in Platinum they're level 30, and if I'm a lower level, he could use Horn Drill. $23. Okay. His Pokemon can't hit me with Horn Drill. Also, look how much money he gives. $5,000 with the amulet coin. Oh, Brady. What have they done to you? Well, this game came before Platinum, so I understand. Well, 3 Ponytas is still incredibly good. Ponyta have really good XP yields in this game. Plus, you could use this for speed EV training. Or is no, I think it's special attack. Might be speed. This person just has 1 Wormadam. I don't like how little EP I have. Okay. Okay, at least this wasn't 2 ghost types. Slash. No. Alright, there is a hidden heart scale here. We're gonna need that for Fire Fang. Darn. Alright, I'm just gonna fight the Evolution Collector. Although in this game, he does not have the Evolutions. He has, I think he has 3 Roselia. So, at least in Diamond and Pearl, if you need special attack, this is the guy to fight. Oh, I'm out of, repels. Alright, I'm just gonna get this, mushroom right here. And then I'm gonna go back to Veilstone. Oh, it's a max ether. Oh, it's a mushroom and platinum. Right. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna go sell all my high money items and see how much I have. Okay, sell the PP ups, zinc, full heal, potion, bullet seed return. I do need that. Payback, stealth rock, grass, no, luck. Okay, I am short a bit on money, but I'll just Versus Seeker grind on Carlos. Oh my god. I should have healed, though, before I did this. Well, the thing is, I do want to farm for a little bit more money, though. Like, because I do need to buy more repels. Okay, let me go heal at the center. This is pretty inefficient overworlding I'm doing. Yeah, this is what I mean by having to get Sword Stance. It does hold a Pokemon back, but it can easily be made up for when you remember you skip a lot of training. 83. I want to fight the guy one more time. I do want money for some repels, too. Let's see. I'll have, like, $88,000 at this, so 8,000. That should let me buy, like, 16 super repels. I can just buy more at a future Pokemon Mart, so I can just wait till then. But it'll be enough for the time being. Alright. I better go get the repels first. Do you? Yep. Okay, so repels. Let's see. I can spend 8,000. I can get one more. Third try. Alright, TM75. Right here. Yeah, without Swords Dance, we would have to do a ton of level grinding. Okay, yeah, get rid of Swords Dance for this. I did... Wait. How many... Oh, hold on. I've got no healing items. Is there anything I can sell? A guard spec. Okay, I'm gonna need to fight Carlos one more time. Alright, this should be enough to buy, like, 10 super potions. Eight super potions. Okay. That should be enough for now. Next, without healing items, I'm going to end up having to leave the gym to heal. You do not want to leave Maylene's gym to heal in Gen 4, because her entire puzzle will reset. Wait. I'll be real, I tried normally overstock on stuff like Potion Revise because you never know when they'll be useful. That's true, yeah. I mean, I do that in normal playthrough. Well, in Scarlet and Violet, I just pick those all up. The only thing I really spend money on are, like, battle items. Like the choice spec item, which is like 100 grand. Darn. Well, then again, I had to spend a buttload of money on Swords Dance. So that is definitely a huge time deficit, but since I won't have to do, like, extra training, it will all be made up for. So I think without Swords Dance, I'd probably need, like, level 72 for the league, instead of level 60. Alright, so yeah, for this fight, I think just 2 sword stances. Yeah, I think 2 should be enough. The reason I'm not going dig is because I don't know if the AI is at least smart enough to detect underground, so I hidden powered it first. I mean, I've never used dex items until I speedran red and blue for the first time. See, this is why we don't need return. Dragon Claw with stab is way better than return. Actually, I better save here. I did have a run lose to these people once in Diamond and Pearl. These guys in Diamond and Pearl are actually kind of difficult. In Platinum, they have Zubats and like Skunky and Krogunks. They have fully evolved bug types in this. I mean, they're pretty much bug catchers, but they're still strong, you know? Oh my god, Metronome Rock Wrecker. Wow. You just killed like a billion beauty flies. Oh yeah, those were an item I never understood. Actually, one item I still don't understand is the lagging tail. Like, why would it ever be useful to go last in the priority bracket? I'm still gonna hold on to the amulet coin for a little bit. Okay, what do I do for Wake? Move, relearn Firefang over HP Dragon, grab some person berries. If you're close to 33, do training or use candies. Well, fortunately I'm already at that level. As for Wake, have a person berry and use 1 sword stance. If swagger, sweep. If no swagger, use a 2nd sword stance. Flying Tail is the most useful when tricked to the opponent. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. It's just a troll item. Got it. But the thing is, though, like, isn't the whole point... Wouldn't the Choice Scarf, though, be a far better trick item, though? Because with the Lagging Tail, the opponent's always going to be able to hit you. Alright, I'll just get my extra repels here. What does the ring target do? I've heard of that item, but I don't know what it does. Yeah, because I've done some, like, battles against people in Scarlet and Violet, and, I've just noticed the Choice Scarf tends to be the best item to trick, because you'll most likely outspeed the opponent, and, you'll be able to do it to them first. But with the Lagging Tail, like, you'll always move second for the most part. So, like, they'll get in a hit on you. But I guess it's, like, a small price to pay to make them just very, very slow. I mean, they could theoretically use the Choice Scarf to their advantage. I know one time, an opponent in Scarlet and Violet actually tricked a Choice Scarf onto me. I ended up switching out, but then later, that same Choice Scarf was the reason that I beat them, which was pretty funny. I guess the lagging tail would be far more trolly. Mainly used with Prankster. Does Prankster ignore lagging tail? You all saw nothing. I totally did not use dig on a Wingull. You, your eyes are tricking you. Alright, Berry. A lot of Pokemon have swagger in this game. Wake's Gyarados has it. I think one of Byron's Pokemon have it. I'm not sure. I know one of Candace's Pokemon do. Oh, no swagger today. Look at that. We outsped that thing. Wag hey. It allows enemies to be able to hit you with all attacks, so it sort of like gives you Mold Breaker. Thanks, Boss KO. Always good to know that you lurk. No. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use one Swords Dance. Too bad, Starly, you're not getting off a double team today. You know, I think Axew's lurking or is away, because usually during the important gym fights, he likes to keep a Bruno counter of how many times, like, important trainers do such a bad move. But, I can help with that. You know what's weird? Apparently the only place in Diamond and Pearl where the AI isn't random is actually the Battle Tower. The Battle Tower actually has competent AI in this game. But everywhere else, not really. Oh, no. Don't go here yet. Here. I gotta go to Celestic Town first. You know what's interesting? I'm of the opinion that I actually think it makes sense for Fantina to be the 5th gym leader. Because, her team in Platinum is not really that great compared to her Diamond and Pearl team. Like, people would say, like, it doesn't make sense, like, you have to backtrack to a gym leader. And then I bring up, you do know the original Red and Blue, like, the very first town had the final gym, right? Yeah, but, like, that's the Battle Tower. If that had random AI, it'd be the... Wait, does Sword and Shield Battle Tower have random AI? That's funny. I actually heard of this one trainer in the Battle Tower who has a Clefable with 2 instances of Fire Blast. But, the AI will purposefully never go for the second copy. Even if it runs out of moves. Well, it would actually have to run out of moves first. Well, it's better to have random AI than AI that cheats. The Battle Frontier in Emerald is known to cheat. Kind of like in Stadium 2, the AI cheats. They just wanted to give us a chance. Ah, dude, this route is laggy. You know, one thing I do like about Diamond and Pearl over Platinum is that the game is overall faster to play, which is kind of hilarious because this game has like the slow surfing and battles in general are just slower because there's like a delay with the text boxes. If you have animations on, it's quite awful. And the slow surfing, but like in terms of a solo running aspect on 4 times speed, none of those actually really matter that much. But the fact that, like, there's less major fights, there's no distortion world, actually sort of makes it faster. No looker. I hate that guy. Alright, time for Fantina. I think it's worth keeping the Person Berry on for Fantina as well, because Fantina does have Confuse Ray. Wait, grab a Rossberry for beating up the Grunt in the Valor area? Oh, hold up. We're gonna need that Rossberry for Flint. I could just pick it up later, but I'm gonna forget. Diamond and Pearl is shorter than Platinum. Even Diamond and Pearl both run like Scarlet and Violet. Okay, I don't think it's that bad. I will say, though, the Platinum version of this gym is way better. Because all this gym is math problems. Plus, there's no way to teleport back either. Like, you have to go down the elevators again. But it honestly made sense that Fantina was fought as the 5th gym. Minimize. Yeah, Platinum's overall better. I agree with that. It's just, I think there are some things Diamond and Pearl does better. Like, I think Fantina being 5th was one of them. Plus, like, the fact in Platinum you fight the gym 3rd, it meant, like, in your badge case, there was, like, for some reason in Platinum, the 3rd badge is in the 5th slot in Platinum. So, like, it kind of confuses people, too. Definitely confused me. Alright, I'm not going to go around getting candies or anything. I'm just going to get the ones that are, like, on the way to place. I wonder if it'd be possible to do tweaking on 4 times speed. It'd be super difficult, but I'm sure it's possible. The reason it's in the 5th slot is because technically in Platinum you did the gyms out of order. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it never really felt right in Platinum to fight her early. I mean, they did make Maylene and Wake higher leveled, but I think what Platinum should have done was just increase the levels. I think Maylene's levels should have been kept the same, increase Wake's just a little bit. Here's a fun fact. The reason Wake and Maylene's aces are the same level in this game is because you can technically fight Wake before Maylene and Diamond and Pearl. I don't think you can in Platinum, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Platinum you cannot. But in Diamond and Pearl, you can choose to fight Wake before Maylene. Like, I think if there's a Pokemon that struggles with fighting so bad, but can beat the Water Gym easily, I don't think there's a single Pokemon that's like that, though. Wake is still pretty good, even in this game. but it's an option. Oh, I forgot to get Fire Fang. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of Hidden Power for it. I know I probably could have just used a potion, but I just like healing at centers too much in the newer games. I use centers way too much. Okay, I am a little concerned with these floating Steelixes, though. I think I have to Swords Dance them before I Fire Fang them. Oh, you gotta be kidding. I think I should just go for the straight-up Fire Fang. I think Dig might technically be the better move. Let me try Dig. Hey look, Sandvale's active. It's Screech missed. I mean, it can miss anyway, but for the fun of it, let's just pretend Sandvale mattered. I mean, technically speaking, most Pokemon games have a set order of gyms, except for Platinum, Scarlet, and Violet, if you want to count to the Kanto part of the Johto games. Yeah, true. I mean, technically, in Johto, you can fight, Chuck, Jasmine, and Price in any order. But, I mean, I like that. Like, it's fine fighting them in any order, like, some trainers in any order, but in Platinum, they force you to fight the 5th gym leader as the 3rd gym leader. Like, it's just strange to me. Okay, this person has an Azumarill. Fortunately with thick fat and not huge power, because in Gen 4 all the Pokemon have their default first abilities. It's not that way in Heart Gold, Soul Silver though. I do need to be a little cautious here, because this Bronzor does have the 70% Hypnosis, but surely I won't go for it. See, told you I wouldn't. With the case of Scarlet and Violet, at least, you can technically do the gyms however the F you want. I wouldn't recommend fighting the stronger gyms underleveled. True. You know, we've been sort of doing this at the level cap. It's kind of impressive. I don't know. I like the games where you can fight the gyms in different orders. I do like that. Like, the Unova games don't really let you do that. X and Y doesn't let you do that. Oras doesn't let you do it either. Like, in the original Hoenn games, you could choose to delay Brawly until before Norman. You could choose to do that. But in Oras, they fixed it to where you have to fight Brawly before you can even meet Steven. Like, if you struggle with fighting types, that game's going to be hard for you. Okay, I think I'm going to re-equip the Draco plate. Yeah, it's been linear for a while, true. I don't think I need a save here. Alola doesn't have gyms. I mean, you do have to fight the trials in order, though. I mean, honestly, fighting the gyms in order, it's not really a big deal. Oh, also, embargo there. What the move does is it prevents you from using items, not just like potions in battle. The opponent's held items don't work, so technically I'm no longer receiving Draco Plate boost. But I have Swords Dance, so that doesn't even matter. Oops. Oh yeah, Road 209 is awesome. I mean, have you ever listened to the remix they made in Smash Bros? I don't think it was Ultimate they introduced it. I think it was Smash for Wii U. Or it might have been the Wii, I don't remember. I better save, though. This Mars fight can be hard. Thank you for not using Supersonic. I appreciate that. And Fire Fang is so good on this thing. Didn't even go for Fake Out. Nice. Still at 0 resets and 0 blackouts, just making sure everybody knows that. I'm gonna say this, Pokemon has been around for 3 generations of people and 9 generations of games. It's come a long way. I mean, that's not saying much. It came a super long way. I mean, I consider this an on-the-way candy. That was close. Save before Dalton. Dalton is, he's not as good as he is in Platinum, but he can still be scary. He does have a Raichu. He does have a Pelipper as well with Aerial Ace and Water Pulse. Alright, there's no rare candy on this route in Diamond and Pearl. Hope we get Earthquake by level up pretty soon. I don't really like having Dig on the moveset this long. Okay, let's see if I remember how to solve this. Nice. Okay. I think this I need to get on the... Yeah, I gotta get to the other side. Still that one. Puzzle's different in Diamond and Pearl. In Platinum, I think you're required to face one trainer. In Diamond and Pearl, you can technically skip all of them, although one of them is a spinner. One Swords Dance. Wow, okay. It actually went for the... It actually went for the turn 1 ice move. Uh-oh. Am I gonna survive? This is really cutting it close. 2 HP. Okay, don't detect. Oh, man, that was close. If she had used detect, I would have died. It doesn't learn Earthquake by level up? Oh. Well, I guess I'll have to go get it then. Let's see. It doesn't say on the notes, though, for me to get Earthquake. I don't see any mentions of it in the notes, either. Yeah, I don't see Earthquake. I'm guessing I don't really need Earthquake, then. I mean, Dig is still 80 base power, so I'll just hold on to it. Earthquake is just far too out of the way. Like, it is extremely out of the way in this game. Like, even in Platinum, it's out of the way. But at least you get it early on, so it's sort of justifiable. Because it's the most powerful TM you can get at that point. But in Diamond and Pearl, I don't think so. I think if Garchomp got Earthquake but not Dig, then I would get it. And besides, Dragon Claw just hits everything for neutral damage like a truck. Really strong. Okay, what do I do in this section here? Before Cyrus 2, use all your candies. You should not need any more candies from here on. Level 50 to 52 at the minimum to do well past Cyrus 2. We will reach over 174 speed by the time we get to the league. Alright, so it looks like the only spots we really need to use candies is before Cyrus 2. Mars and Jupiter are fine as long as they don't troll hard. Kill Juniper first. Remove any chance of reflect. Cyrus is just 2 Swords Dance. What does he lead with again? Who does Cyrus lead with? It's not Houndoom, that's Platinum. I think it's the Haunch... Yeah, it's the Honchkrow. The Honchkrow does not have a Confusion move, so I don't have to worry about Confusion. That's good. Yeah, this thing is not going to get a 139. The main reason for Alligator was able to get that 139 was basically, I think it was able to get the money a lot easier. Plus, I think I was able to delay Swords Dance. Plus, the medium slow growth rate, too, helped out a lot as well. I didn't have to, like, do extra training. Don't even need to save here. Oh, I outsped that by 7. If that had happened to use Ice Punch, that would have hurt. Real bad. Oh my gosh. Wrong city. Also, perfect time to play this. Seriously? I mean, that was an accident. Okay, that was just bad. I already used a repel, right? Yeah. Oh, I can actually use this since I skipped my vitamin of the day. I'll have to get that protein, so I think that's the first time I've ever actually used that protein. Because most Pokemon that I play with that end up needing protein, I just buy the vitamin. I never have room for that. Okay, that was completely my fault. I meant to keep going up. But these people are just bug catchers. Alright, that'll be the last rare candy I get. If this were platinum, though, there's actually a rare candy in this room, but it's not here in this game. I wonder if I'll have enough rare candies to get to at least level 50. I think so. I never used any candies this entire run. I probably got like 7 or 8 of them by now. You know, one time in another Pearl playthrough, I got a reset here because the Stunky here actually used Memento on my Pokemon. It was actually pretty funny. Nine candies. Okay, yeah, this should easily be enough. Do I want Crunch? I can't think of a reason to want Crush or Crunch. No. You know, fun fact, during the little cinematic here, if you happen to play on a Friday, you can actually see the Drifloon. Also, for anybody new here, there is one major difference with Spear Pillar compared from Diamond and Pearl to Platinum. The one difference is that if you lose to Cyrus, you have to fight Mars and Jupiter over again. And there's no ability to save before him. And even if you try to blackout, these two will just fight you. So you want to use your candies before these people. Okay, this Infernape is pretty bad. Like, quit using punishment, dude. That move sucks. Use punishment on a dark type. That quick attack surprisingly did a lot, though. I like how you can see the Pokeball in the back. I think that's the TM for Dragon Pulse. Alright, I'm just gonna go 2 Swords Dances. Yeah, we have 162 speed as well, so no need for Scary Weavile. Honestly, I think my over-under prediction might actually be kind of accurate this time. Alright, so now I'm going to talk to the Palkia and run away, but since I have the Master Ball, what I've actually started doing, if I'm too slow to run away from either of them, I just use the Master Ball. Also, you gotta escape rope here, because you can't fly off the top of Spear Pillar for some reason, which is kind of dumb. Let's see. Before Volkner, have a Cherry Berry, cause static. One Swords Dance and Sweep with Dragon Claw. The League rival is free. 2 Swords Dance Sweep. If Staraptor U-turns to Float Soul, Dragon Claw it, and then do the second Swords Dance somewhere else. Even +2 Dragon Claw one-shot Snorlax. Yeah, there's going to be no need to pick up any rare candies, any TMs. This is effectively my final moveset. Unless I'm replacing something in the league. I mean, I do have a Tract, but I don't think I'm using it. Yeah, I didn't see anything in the notes, at least, about it. No, I don't. Ah, here it is. You know what's funny? Even though this is technically the trainer school music, I always think of this as the Chansey dance music from Fire Red and Leaf Green. Also, sorry if my sniffing and small coughing is getting annoying. I try to make sure to keep my throat clear. Okay, thank you for not seeing me. I appreciate it. Nice. Yeah, if I had to take a guess, I'll probably enter the Pokemon League building at around an hour 38, is my guess. That'll be the time I enter the building. It also annoys me just how many trainers are in this gym. It's kind of similar to, like, Byron's gym. Oh no, Rock Throw did 4 damage. Nice. Alright, hold a Cherry Berry because of static. And 1 Swords Dance and Sweep. Pretty simple. Still 0 resets and blackouts. We might actually make it through the whole thing, but you never know about the league. Uh, there's a little... Does this guy have 3 Mantikes? Okay, he doesn't. I was gonna heal up my PP at the center. I know something that the speedruns do is they actually get their waterfall user from a Tentacool or Tentacruel that can spawn in the water. The surf user can just be a Weasel, but I just like Psyduck better. It's more consistent that way. Yeah, I knew I was muted. I was talking to somebody. But yeah, still 0 resets. Thankfully, that wasn't Reflect. Why does somebody in Victory Road have a Chingling? Alright, you guys ready to see one of the ugliest sprites? Its forehead should not look like that. That's just not right. Ugh. Alright, I think I can yeah, I can afford a Swords Dance. Thankfully that didn't poison. Dig. Dude, that Empoleon still has Growl on it. Okay, do not use Dig on that thing. That thing has Earthquake. Okay, Hydro Pump miss. Nice. Exactly 0 Dragon Claws. Imagine if Gen 10 Champion had a Wobbuffet with an ability that forces you to attack. Oh my god. That'd be insane, wouldn't it? I know I already bought max potions, but I buy full restores too, just so I don't have to, like, use a separate item. 1 Swords Dance. 2 Swords Dance. Thank you for not using U-turn. Alright, let's see. Aaron. Before Aaron, have a Pecha Berry, 1 Swords Dance and Sweep. Bertha, 2 Swords Dance and Sweep. Before Flint, have the Ross Berry. Use 1 Swords Dance for Flint. If Sunny Day Solar Beam, do the 2nd Swords Dance. If Bounce, use Dig and Sweep. If Flare Blitz and Burn, just Sweep. +2 Dig and Fire Fang won't one-shot Steelix, but what can it do? Fire Fang is more efficient than Dig for Steelix at +2. +4 would guarantee it. Reason I Pecha Berry here is because I'm going to be setting up on his Dustox, and the Dustox does have Toxic. I want to make sure I'm prepared for that. I mean, we're only going to need +1. Yeah, Aaron's team is way better in Platinum, that's for sure. Because Yanmega and Scizor are pretty good. Dustox and Beautyfly, they're decent Pokemon, but they're not great for the Elite Four of all things. Alright, Bertha is +2. Waghay. Hey, Sandvale's active. Nice. Let's see if it activates. I'm trying to keep an eye on a 100% move that misses. Thanks, Boss KO. Darn, it doesn't look like Sandvale ever activated. Hey, Area 91. Alright, I'm gonna need the Ross Berry. His Rapidash is gonna be a little bit random here. Sunny Day. Okay, I gotta use Dig. You know, that thing could have used Earthquake, but fortunately it went for Flare Blitz. 63 assumes low. I assume you have candies? No, I already used them before Cyrus. I don't have any more. This thing is so powerful, it does not need more candies than this. Plus, I outspeed everything in the game. The reason we're going Dig but not Earthquake is because Earthquake is extremely out of the way. It would probably cost me like 4 minutes to go fly to Orberg and get it. And we're not really using ground moves too many times. And Dig is 80 base power, so there's really no reason to get Earthquake. Besides, we have Swords Dance. Alright, Lucian, Sword Stance. If Light Screen, Sweep. If Reflect, use a second Sword Stance. Yeah, Sword Stance and multiple stab moves, true. Alright, so I'm actually going to use Dig here to help stall out Reflect just a little bit. Light Screen's down. Yeah, Lucian's a pretty decent Elite Four member. Scott likes to shit on him a lot. I think Diamond and Pearl, he's actually better in this game because his ace has a Bronzong instead of Gallade. And Bronzong with a Citrus Berry and Calm Mind is very hard to knock out depending on what the Pokemon is. I've had some Pokemon in this game struggle at Lucian pretty bad. Alright, 2 Swords Dances and Sweep. 2 Swords Dances are necessary for Milotic. Well, my Draco play doesn't work anymore. EVs ain't fair. Well, they shouldn't have invented those. I mean, in BDSP, they gave the Elite Four EVs and maxed out IVs, too. But some people say that's a little unfair, but I'd say it's just fine. Because, I mean, you're going to have EVs, too. The opponent should as well. I don't know if I'm in the majority or not, but I think Milotic's sprite in this game is really, really good. I like it better than its Platinum sprite. And... time. 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 2 seconds. 0 resets, 0 blackouts at level 66. Yeah, this Pokemon completely crushed. I think if I had made one sort of mistake, I did have to backtrack to a couple of different towns to, like, get Fire Fang, because I forgot. I feel like the money grinding could have been a little more efficient. But, oh well. Game time of 5:51. I just wish this thing had a better ability, though. Let me go ahead and update the information on the leaderboard. This might be the first Diamond and Pearl run I've done with 0 resets. I need to check. Okay, this is interesting. So, if we take a look at the leaderboard here. Oh, wrong. That's the backport overlay. Oops. Anyway, if we take a look here, we're only 4th place overall. Just as I figured, the slow level up group really did hold it back. Because here's the thing. Empoleon and Feraligatr both needed Sword Stance. So it's not really a Sword Stance problem. What the actual problem was literally the slow level up group. I was able to get levels so much quicker with Feraligatr and Empoleon. Those things could probably skip almost every rare candy in the game. I'm not even kidding. Plus, water offensively is really good. Plus, they had useful abilities in Torrent. Like, people don't really like to think that Overgrow, Blaze, and Torrent are good abilities, but they pretty much are. Like, if your Feraligator's in Torrent range using Waterfall, it's essentially a free Sword Stance. Okay, not a free Sword Stance, more like a free Meditate, for example. A +1 attack boost. One of your least favorite pseudos? I mean, I do like Garchomp. It's not one of my top favorites. I think my favorite pseudo-legendary probably has to be... Metagross is definitely up there. Hydreigon. I do think you can cut those levels down. I mean, I did pick up a few too many rare candies. Like, I used all the candies at Cyrus. I went all the way to level 59, which was a little insane. Yeah, the fact that Shadow Ball and Sludge Bomb were special was what helped Gengar do really good. Because it wasn't held back by its bad attack stat from Gen 1 to 3. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. The next stream will be on Wednesday. We'll be back with some more Stadium 2 speedruns. And on Friday, be sure to look out for Pokemon Pearl with Dragonite. It'll come out as a published video. And in the Dragonite video, I will have a special announcement at the end of the video. You guys definitely want to stick around for that. But in a little bit, in my Discord server, I'm going to be doing the Pokemon Pearl with Dragonite because I need to record it, obviously. So if anyone's in my server and they want to see the run early, there you go. But anyway, I'll see